Udało się.
You're not making this easy. Technique. That's okay. That's really good. Yeah, really, really good.
Cześć, nazywam się Kamil Stańczyk i jestem prowadzącym nowy projekt Mission New Dart Star. Jesteśmy w Złotej Bili, czyli centrum bilardowym w Blue City, w samym centrum Warszawy. Zapraszam Was, pokażę Wam, gdzie będziemy prowadzić pierwszy odcinek Mission New Dart Star wraz z Endym. Przedstawię Wam również zawodników, czyli Basię Ochman, proszę bardzo. I Bartka Durmaja. Oraz gościa specjalnego Mirosława Grudzieckiego. Cześć Miro.
Witam. Nagrywaj materiał.
Ja sobie nie wyobrażam tak jak pan, ja pana zaproszę, czy ktoś pana zaprosi, co siedzicie tak bez niczego. Nie.
So, if I can explain to the three of you at the same time what's going to happen, and then I don't have to say it all 3 times. So, what I'm going to do is fit a dart for you that matches 3 criteria. The first one is that as you throw the dart, it comes out of your hand nicely. The second part is that we get a nice flight. We're looking for like an aeroplane, flies like this into the board. And then the third thing is that the angle into the board, we get a nice angle in, either like this or like this, like consistent angle all the time. So if we can get those 3 things right, then that's going to be the right dart. Once we've got the right barrel, I'm then going to maybe go a bit heavier or a bit lighter, depending on you. And then we will then match up the stem and the flight. So I have a Cosmos system, but we may do Condor or L-style or whatever. So we match every part of the dart. The only bit that I won't touch is the point. Okay, I leave the points in. If you want to change points, that's up to you. So we won't change the point, but we'll do everything else. So sometimes the process takes 20 minutes, sometimes it takes an hour. It all depends on the player. So one of you is usually really easy, and one of you will be really difficult, and then the other one will be in the middle. So that's just usually how it goes. So have you decided who's going first?
Yes. I am first.
You're going
Okay.
first. So we're going on 8, yeah? Is that right? We're going to go on board 8? Okay, so that's fairly central. It's just because that's quite a small dart. So you're kind of, if you held my dart, for example?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's fairly central, which is good. So with a central grip, I can look at all the dots. Okay, if you hold the dot here, then I can only look at longer dots. But for you, I can look at everything. So you will be the difficult one.
Okay.
Okay, you carry on. What happened?
I don't know.
So that seems to come out of your hand nicely. Do you like the grip?
Yes, it's okay.
It's okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that seems to help because I'm looking at this part here, and then this, and then this. 3 things. So the first bit is good. I'm tuning now. So we're going to start again with these 5, okay? And then I'm going to try and eliminate some of these down to 3, 2, what? Yeah, etc.
Okay.
So we're going to start off with the crypt M1. And so now I'm going to be more critical. I'm looking like really, really tightly at what's going on. Okay, so this one, it flies okay, but it's a little bit inconsistent, yeah? Whereas the other one is more consistent. So this one has gone. Yeah. So this is the best, no question. Everything is good. The flight through the air is like this. Okay, it's really good. So now I'm going to take the same dart, a little bit lighter, just to see the difference. So that is 24. And then I'm going to give you the same dart in 22.
One
There we go. I think this might be the one. Now, so now this is perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. And then at the last minute, the weight in the dart pulls it into the board. The 180 was beautiful, great. And this is 5 minutes with the darts. Yeah, when you had 5 days, it'd be easier. So now, I'm gonna, so this is the right dart in the right weight. And now we're gonna look at the stem and the flight to see if we can make it a bit more stable. Close it. Thank you.
All style.
L style, yeah. Okay, so they're both good, but the L flight just a little bit higher on the entry into the board, which is better for scoring. This is just a little bit flatter, yeah?
Okay.
So I think we put these back in again and we give them one more go, the L style. Carol, do you have some paper? Because I need to write down what he's having for you. Okay. Yeah, so you see the angle here. Nice, nice. I think we're done. I think we're done.
Okay, thank you. Mamy
Yeah,
to.
enjoy that. Yeah, good.
Thank you.
Good, right. So now I'll go and give all the details so we know exactly what we're having. Okay.
Udało się. Crypt. It's Mission Crypt, yes?
Mission Crypt.
Friend in need is the friend indeed.
Cześć, jestem właśnie z Julią, która będzie zajmować się w naszym programie edukacją związaną z językiem angielskim. Cześć Julia.
Cześć. Postaram się pomóc Wam zrozumieć tajniki darterskiego angielskiego, żeby żadne słówko, które padnie przy tarczy, nie było dla Was zaskoczeniem. No i mam nadzieję, że spotkamy się podczas kolejnych lekcji, a teraz w komentarzu znajdziecie krótki słowniczek, który będzie podstawą do dalszych lekcji, więc do zobaczenia. See you guys!
Okay, Vara, we'll get going. So can you just show me where you hold the dart? Oh, right at the back. Okay, okay, interesting, okay. Yeah, right at the back. Okay, so for you, we can't use a short dart because you'd be holding the stem. So we're gonna have to go with longer darts, but that's okay, we've got lots. So if you wanna put your darts down, we'll get going. So what I'm trying to work on for you, Barbara, is your dart lands fairly flat, which is not ideal. We ideally want the dart to be this way or this way.
Okay.
We don't really want this because it's in the way all the time. So that's what I'm going to work on with you, is getting something that's going to land really, really good. So we will get there. So to get the angle that I'm after, it's all about for you how it comes out of your hand. So because you're smaller than me, yeah, your dart tends to go like this. So I need a dart that's going to do this.
Okay.
Because then we can get the angle into the board. So this one is helping a little bit because the grip here is pushing against your thumb, so it's trying. So we will get that. I mean, this is nice. This is nice throwing. So I kind of know where we're going to go. Okay, so let's throw this one. So this is very, very grippy. So we'll see what happens. Just grip this. I just don't know if this is too short. Can you? Is that okay? Just?
I think that's okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. So we're going to start again now. We'll go through these 4. You're not making this easy. She's too
Sorry.
good. She's too good. Yeah, so when we've gone a bit lighter there, it's flattened the dart down again because there's no weight at the front to pull the dart in. So the lighter is no good at all. So that's good, we can get rid of those. And we'll go back to this one, please. Yeah, so good, so good. Straight away, it's instantly. Does it feel comfortable in your
Yeah,
hand?
I
Yeah,
like
because of the grip here where you're holding
Yeah,
is really, really good. Fantastic. Barbara, what happened then? What happened? I was staying quiet. Interesting one, always with pair flights, because ladies don't throw as hard. The smaller the flight, the faster the dart goes.
Okay.
So more ladies should actually use pair or kite flights, not standard. So it's quite an interesting to see what happens with this. I'm not saying this is what we're going to choose, but it's just always interesting to see. If you want to take the flights out, I just want to try and we'll pop these ones in, some kites. You often see ladies struggling to reach the board, they like can't reach the board, and if they swap the flights to pair or kite, they'd be much easier. And it's the opposite for men, because men throw it a lot harder, they need more resistance, more air resistance. So good, so good. And this afternoon, the coaching for you is really going to help, because there's just a couple of little things in your throw that we can improve, and you're going to get really, really good. I'm excited, so that's good, that's good. Okay, so this is it for you. So, Johnny, you could take the details. So, we've got Rebus M4, 24 gram, with the same L-style setup, yeah.
I'll get a picture.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Go.
Fajne są, bardzo są takie. One są jak dla mnie, bo trzymam je u góry i one mają u góry uchwyt w końcu. No to na pewno by nie było dla Ciebie, tak? Bo to są lotki dla osób, które trzymają raczej wyżej. Fajnie latają. Kurczę, fajnie się nimi rzuca.
Okay, fantastic.
Polska górą! Polska górą! Polska górą!
Cześć wszystkim, z tej strony Iron Adam Ambroziak. W dzisiejszym nagraniu chcę Wam przedstawić kilka pomysłów na rozgrzewkę, zanim jeszcze podejdziecie do tarczy. W kwestii rozgrzewki będzie trochę więcej nagrań. Dzisiaj się zajmiemy stroną bardziej motoryczną, jednak to, co jest najciekawsze, praca nad układem nerwowym, zostawimy sobie zdecydowanie na później. A więc lecimy. Ale jeszcze woli takiego szybkiego wstępu, zanim przejdziemy do części głównej, chciałbym poruszyć dwie sprawy. Po pierwsze, przede wszystkim musimy mieć na uwadze, że rozgrzewka natury fizycznej będzie zupełnie inaczej wyglądała w darcie niż we wszystkich innych dyscyplinach sportowych, również w tych, których dominuje akcent jednostronnej pracy. Po drugie, warto, żebyście zrozumieli sens wykonywania ćwiczeń, które za chwilę zapodam, a więc po co je wykonujemy. Elementy, które za chwilę zademonstrują, mają przede wszystkim za zadanie, po pierwsze, podniesienie ogólnej temperatury Waszego ciała. Co za tym idzie? Przyspieszone krążenie, a co za tym idzie bardzo istotny element, czyli zwiększenie elastyczności naszych ścięgien i mięśni. Te wszystkie elementy przede wszystkim niwelują ryzyko kontuzji, niwelują ryzyko wystąpienia jakichś bóli, przeciążeń, urazów i wzmagają naszą koncentrację i gotowość do gry. W pierwszym rzędzie zajmiemy się naszym stawem skokowym. Będziemy się rozgrzewać idąc, począwszy od dolnych części ciała ku samej górze. Oczywiście wszystkie elementy muszą być proste, zabierać jak najmniej czasu i być maksymalnie efektywne. A więc najpierw stopa. Musimy wiedzieć, jak działają nasze stawy. Stopa pracuje w ten sposób, więc zrobienie już kilku powtórzeń czegoś takiego sprzyja rozgrzewce tego akurat rejonu. Idąc dalej, mamy kolano. Kolano jest przede wszystkim stawem zawiasowym, a więc pracuje jak zawias w drzwiach, ale także przy zgięciu będzie stawem obrotowym. Dlatego możemy w ramach rozgrzewki zrobić kilka krążeń kolan w jedną, kilka krążeń w drugą stronę i właściwie sprawa jest załatwiona. Biodra są bardzo istotnym stawem, ponieważ są połączone z naszymi plecami, a jeżeli mamy pozycję wychyloną lekko w darcie, to może sprzyjać generowaniu się jakichś przeciążeń i drobnych urazów. Dlatego warto skupić się również na tym rejonie. Co możemy zrobić? Kilka krążeń w jedną stronę, kilka krążeń w drugą stronę. Adekwatnie do tego, co robiliśmy z kolanem, powinno też załatwić nam sprawę. Idziemy dalej, ku górze. Mamy odcinek piersiowy kręgosłupa, coś co jest dla nas bardzo istotne, nie tylko ze względu na darta, ale ogólnie na zdrowie. Dlatego też kilka ruchów rotacyjnych, obrotowych, wymachy lekko do boku, bez przesady też powinny zrobić nam robotę. No i teraz dochodzimy już do samego clou naszej rozgrzewki, czyli właściwie to, co jest dla nas najistotniejsze, najpotrzebniejsze, ale nie mogliśmy by do tego dojść, jeżeli nie poruszylibyśmy całej reszty rzeczy, która jest na dole, bo musicie mieć na uwadze, że całe ciało stanowi system naczyń połączonych i wszystko to, co się dzieje od dołu, będzie miało znaczenie na to, co się dzieje na górze. A więc lecimy. Bark. Bark jest stawem kulistym, dlatego najlepiej będzie dla niego, jeżeli będziemy wykonywali ruchy obszerne, rotacyjne do przodu, rotacyjne do tyłu. Mega istotna kwestia, czyli staw łokciowy, który podobnie jak staw kolonowy jest stawem zawiasowym, a więc kilka ruchów góra, dół, bez żadnego obciążenia, czy chociażby z samymi lotkami, już spowoduje napłynięcie większej ilości krwi w te okolice i już będziemy lepiej dogrzani. Możemy ewentualnie dodać, jeżeli oczywiście mamy miejsce, czas, przestrzeń na to, kilka ruchów obrotowych do środka, kilka ruchów obrotowych na zewnątrz. Dzięki temu staw będzie super dogrzany. No i ostatnia rzecz, jaką nam została, to nadgarstek. Coś, co również może ulec uszkodzeniu, przeciążeniu, dlatego dbajmy o nasze nadgarstki. Co możemy zrobić? A wystarczy kilka ruchów obrotowych w jedną stronę, kilka obrotowych w drugą stronę, kilka zgięć, wyprostów, to już tak naprawdę nam zrobi robotę. Na szybko, bardzo kilka prostych elementów, zajmą Wam tak naprawdę mniej niż 2-3 minuty, żeby wykonać je, zanim podejdziecie do tarczy. Wystarczy, że zrobicie każdego ćwiczenia po 5, po 10 powtórzeń i to już na pewno będzie lepszy efekt, na pewno będzie to mniejsze ryzyko wystąpienia kontuzji, a na kolejne ciekawe rzeczy, bo naprawdę o rozgrzewce można by mówić dużo i mamy tutaj mnóstwo elementów do poruszenia, znajdziecie w kolejnych nagraniach. Na razie to musi Wam wystarczyć, aplikujcie, róbcie, pozostańcie zdrowi, grajcie dobrze. Na razie.
Right, we'll get started, okay?
All right.
All right, let's go. So I kind of feel with you already, because of the way you throw, you need something to push. You need, and there's not enough grip here, so you need something with some grip to push against. So, for example, if I give you Josh's dart, where's Josh? So if you try this has a lot more grip than what you think. So now you feel like you have more control because there's something there to push against. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So some people kind of just throw with their arm, that this doesn't really do anything, it's all arm. So this is good, but for you, because of how you hold it, you push against here. So you just need a little bit of grip. So that's a good thing that we've got that early on. So not as good as you hoped. There you go. Yeah, it's very unusual dart is that. And also, like I said, it's forcing you to move your thumb further back, which we don't want to do that. We want you to be natural. For me, it's okay because I hold it there. But for people that hold here, it's forcing it further back. So we don't want to do that. We want to get the grip exactly right for you.
But Andy, what about my technique? So,
Well, we're going to do that this afternoon.
All right.
That's this afternoon. This is just about the dart this morning. Technique this afternoon. Nice. Okay, that's really good. So we can do that. Okay, let's look at this. Just grip this for me. I just want to see.
my grip?
Yeah. Okay, we'll try. It's just that this is flat in the middle, so it's not ideal. You can see how the wrong dart just lands completely bad, yeah? It's like, you might think, oh, this is a nice dart, but it just doesn't come out of your hand right at all. Okay, take those off you. 5-minute break, relax, 5 minutes, and then we just come back to part 2. Yeah, okay, good. This is the one. Okay, we go with this one. The Nightfall M3 in 23. It's got a little bit of weight taken out at the back, which is why it's getting a nice kick up. The angle in the board is really, really good. It's really good. And with these, when you're positive throw, the angle is fantastic.
All right.
So we will improve the technique this afternoon a little bit, but this is really good for you. So now I want to make it a little bit better with the stem and the flight. We'll try some different systems. Okay, so I can take those. Okay. Okay. Start off with the Cosmo, which is the really super light.
I know.
You use Cosmo, yeah?
Yeah. I use.
Okay. So, almost. Unbelievable. All three L-Star today. All three. I've never had that in when I do 3 people. Never. Yeah, the L-Star is the best for you. It's just the flight is perfect. That's, all 3 people that we've just done have all ended up with L-Star, which is very, very unusual because usually it's maybe 1 of each or 2 Cosmo or 2 L-Star, but all 3 is. But that's just flying absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
just,
feel it, yeah.
You feel it, yeah, and
Yeah.
you can see it so straight in the board. The angle into the board's really good, really, really good. So if we can get you putting that first dart in the top of the treble, then you're going to hit a lot of 180s with these darts. They're nice and thin as well, so. Yeah, such a good dart. That's okay. That was technique. We'll figure that out this afternoon. Don't worry about that. Just perfect. It's just perfect. Really good. Technique. That's okay. That's really good. Yeah? Really, really good.
Razem ze współpracy z Mission Darts, ja przedstawicielem jestem bez dartsa. Każdy z zawodników, każdy z uczestników dostanie tarczę, dostanie oponę, dostanie oświetlenie. Dodatkowo przed chwilą wybraliśmy. Andy dobrał każdemu z zawodników lotki. Każdy z zawodników otrzyma dedykowane dla niego lotki z szaftami i z piórkami. No i dodatkowo jeszcze Mission ufundowało część gadżetów dla każdego z graczy. Okay, so
Yeah, so we've got some goodies for you all to say thank you for taking part in the program and everything else. So there's a dartboard, first of all, for everybody. I don't know what you probably keep, they're heavy, but so I have a Mission Samurai for everybody, and then we have a Mission Surround for everybody. And then we also have a goodie bag of Mission stuff for everybody as well. Thank you.
Basia niebieska.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to be hard to carry all that. But, you know, we'll get there. There we go.